Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Final Fantasy IX Let's Play. And yes, I can finally go and say that we don't really have to go and do too much with anything of post-record type of related for the audio, because now I can finally be able to go and do this as a normal recording finally. Now, if you guys have recall from the other past few episodes, we have went and taken on with Ozma, of course. We have done some little side filler things, and now what we're going to be doing is that we're going to take care of the rematch of Ozma, which I do want to go and do it here within our normal recording, so that I can actually be able to go and tell you guys exactly what we need to go and do around within there. Also, not only that, but we do have the Quale battle, which I can finally say that I do now have with 98 of the different up-and-coming frogs that I do have at this point. And I think all that I do need is just one more frog, and then I think we are going to be able to go and battle out with Quale. Now, I will go and show you guys all of the different, different type of setup that I have here, and I'm going to try and pick up as much of the different items that Quale has, and I'll let you guys know about what those are all going to be about. So yes, let's go and do this here, and let's go and grab ourselves out with that frog that's going to be right on over towards our way. And if I can be able to go and pick it up, come on, pick it up, you. Sometimes these baby frogs can get really annoying, but all you have to do is that if you kind of see what I'm doing right now, is that you just have to keep on repeatedly hitting on to the X button. And if you're lucky enough and try to capture out where the frog's going to be at the right correcting jump, then you should be all set and ready to go to be able to pick them up. So come on, rapidly. Come on, you. Yeah, it's always the baby frogs are always kind of like the hardest ones. Okay, there we go. I think we have now finally went and done it. Let's go and keep this baby frog with us. And oh, here we go. There's Quale. Are you working hard, Quina? Yes, we are. So now the time, Quina, you now on your own, from now on, you can go and train and become the ultimate gourmet alone. Master Quale, well, before you go, you must take the final test. And here we go, and this is the final test. Now, this guy does have some pretty nice good items here. I think he does have the Robo Lords. He also does have a Glutton Robe for Quina, and I think there's also some other things as well, too, here. Elixir, and also with ninja gear. Now make sure that you do have some sort of item that is going to help you absorb out with some of his different attacks here. He does have mini, so make sure that you have like Loudmouth or any other type of different other things that are going to happen around here. Now unfortunately I don't think I actually have that, so let me just go and try and steal for right now. Oh, there we go. We already got the Robo Lords already. You know what? I'll go for a Mighty Guard on everybody just so that I can make sure that we are good for there. I'm just going to do some normal straight attacking just so that I can be at least somewhat safe. Now I think Auto Reflect can also kind of help out with the mini as well too. I do have like Clear Headed, I do have Bright Eyes for any other thing else that's going to be around here as well too. Alright, so let's go and steal again. Make sure that I get everything as well as we should. So don't go and attack them too much. So here comes out with Confused. This is where you do want to make sure that you do have Clear Headed with you. So I'm going to go and kind of just make sure to grab out with the rest of the other items that Quale does have, and I'll see you guys once I go and finish off with this battle over here. And there's also Blind as well too, so there comes where the Bright Eyes comes into play though. There we go! Finally we knocked out with Quale. Now I am back, guys, and I just went and got myself with all the different items that I do need from Quale there. Now, just want to go and point this out that his HP is going to be around like 65,000, so just make sure that you have a lot of things equipped, such as like with Thievery or even with some of your best Adolins that you do have. I was basically using out with Bahamut most of the times, and very happy that we went and completed off with that, and we're all good. Now, I just went and picked up with the final item that I did need from him, and that was going to be with the ninja gear, but I also do have the Glutton's Robe and also with the Robo Lords, which we will get ourselves all set up for the next optional boss battle, which we will be going and finally taking on a rematch with Ozma, and hopefully we can at least get ourselves with a W. I know that from what you guys have seen within the post-audio production episode from before, we didn't really manage out on doing Ozma as well as we should, but this time around, we should at least be somewhat in the clear. But I will be seeing you guys once we get ourselves our way back on over towards to the Chocobo Air Garden for this. Alright guys, and I am back, and here we go. We're back over at the Chocobo Air Garden here. Now, if you ever do hear any type of outside noise, unfortunately, we got the leaf blowers out here again, so if you ever do hear any type of humming sound or anything of that type of nature. But here we go. Chocobo's Air Garden. This is going to be how we need to go and face off against here with our man, Ozma. And now this is going to be, I want to say, a very tricky battle. This is all about luck based with this guy. This is a big gigantic planet that we have to go and deal with here. And he does have some pretty wild moves. He does have like Meteor that will basically nail out your whole entire team. He does have Curse, which that will basically cause up with Mini as well, which that's even really bad as well too within there. Now if it is like a Curse and Meteor combo, that's a very dangerous maneuver and you're going to basically get yourself with a game over anyways. But if you have been doing any type of off-recorded grinding, which that is of course battling out with some Yans and whatnot, which I will potentially go and show you guys around if we actually do have any time around out here within this. But let's go and check around over here again, and let's go and open up with our menu just so that I can show you guys exactly what I have been doing. Now, I have something around over here where I have auto reflect, auto haste, and auto regen. That will basically be a really big help with all your guys. Now, auto reflect is actually somewhat pretty nice because I believe it will actually reflect out with anything that has to do with like with Mini. I think also with the Berserk and whatnot of that type of nature. So I think we should be okay within that type of front. I also do have Dagger as well. We do have Dagger sit back over here with the reflect null with just the auto reflect, just so that we don't have to have a problem when we have to go and try to heal up on anything of that type of nature there. But I think that should be about it. I'll go show you guys all the equipment that we do have with everybody. So I have VV out there. We do have armor in as well too with all that type of stuff. I think what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and possibly move, I want to say maybe VV out of the way and probably just have Dagger probably up in front and maybe Dawn up in front. I could be wrong if that's how I have this all positioned up to be, but I think we'll be somewhat okay there. But you know what? I think we're ready to go. Let's see how well we can do it here while we are doing within this type of recording. Now, also to make sure that you do have Bahamut with you, because there is a way where if you do have your auto regen and all that stuff that's going to be happening from there, you can actually kind of build back some of your different health that you have. Now, make sure that you also do have wing edges too, kind of like use that with armor right there. But if you see that type of wording, that means we can actually be able to do some attacking within all of that stuff that's happening. Now, let's go and try to steal. We're going to go and summon. Now, you want to make sure that you go and try to set with your attacks after all of these animations are going through. Now, I'm going to go and throw down... Ooh, okay, that actually did a lot of damage right there. We're going to go and set for a wing edge. I do have auto potion set up, so hopefully that can kind of help out with some things there. Oh, we got ourselves with the dark matter. That's pretty nice. Now, I think I have everybody set with return magic, right? So this man's going to go and basically start re-healing itself back up. Well, that's just lovely. Yeah, that's also a really annoying thing for that to go on within there. Now, this battle does get very tedious because every time that this man keeps on setting up for Kuragas, that will just become much more of an issue than ever before. Now, if he does ever cast for Doomsday or anything of that type of nature, I'll be really happy if that actually does happen, because then that return magic can come really nicely into play. So I'm going to kind of let everybody do its own thing. I'm going to wait until this man decides to go for another move, and then I can just start going and setting up again. Alright, so that's going to cast up from Mini, and I think we blocked it, so that's pretty nice right there. Ah, and of course, this man always guards it, so... that's something that I do not want it to do either. So let's go for that. I think we're good there. Ah, got a little elixir. Not what I was mainly hoping for, but... here comes out with Meteor. Now, this is where things can get very damageable. So anybody that's going to get hit with this is going to hurt for a lot of damage. Yeah. Holy moly, and I can't believe I actually want to survive that. Okay, let's go throw down another potion right there. I guess for right now, what we'll have to do is just wait until I can hopefully try to bring back with... let's bring out with Dagger there. Oh, here comes out with that curse. That's gonna, like, just basically nail everybody out. Nope, unfortunately, even with my rematch, didn't really work out and didn't really pan out on what it was supposed to be doing. But maybe for the post-game, or, well, not even post-game, maybe for, like, the end game after once we're done with everything that we got here, we'll probably come back and maybe do one more other ultimate battle from there. Now, I'll go and show you guys the Yan type of battling that we're going to go and do, and I'll see you guys once we get there. Alright guys, and I am over here at the Vile Island. Now if you do remember, this is where we met up with the friendly Yans, and now we have to go in battle with an actual evil Yan. That's going to happen. Now these guys are very, very, very scary. Let me just go and point this out. That these guys do have virus powders, they do have Comet, and they also do have some other annoying things like Snort. Now these guys right here, there is basically 3 of them, and this can actually get very, very, very scary. And this is where you want to go and at least have Atmos around over here for this type of situation that's going to be going on. Now I do have Insomniac set up for everybody, and look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and basically cast up here with Night. And with that being said in mind, hopefully that Comet's not going to do too much entire amount of damage, but it's going to do it, I guess, for us here anyways. Yeah, Comet does have a way where sometimes it can do a lot of damage, and then sometimes it may probably not do enough damage to go and do like a critical. But, however, with this G-Force 199 that we do have, we're going to be meeting up with a brand new summon that I haven't really want to show off to you guys all that much, and this is going to be with Atmos. Now, this guy is awesome, I do have to say. He does, like, some really nice good damage right here for these guys. And here we are. Let's go and light it up. Like, this animation is just so cool. You just see, like, all the enemies just get sucked up into this big, huge, like, dark void area. And look how much that does. Like, 9,999 damage. Now, if I go and hopefully try to, yeah, now be careful of float here. Sometimes they kind of like to make you go up high into the air. Now, if you have, like, return magic or maybe, like, auto reflect or something, you can go and, okay, so I'm actually going to set that up again, huh? Wow, it seems like all these guys are going to be going and setting up for float. Why? Just go for something else instead of just having to go and float. Well, there you go. Hopefully that does a little bit of some damage there. Yeah, so there's the last of the floats there. Okay, I'm going to go and heal up now on Amran. Hopefully try to bring him up before anything happens this way. So here comes out with Knight. Now, normally this should work out on everybody here, and hopefully try to make sure that everybody goes to sleep. So it looks like most of them are asleep at this point. Except for him, though. It seems like he's just going to go and cast over float again. Ah, you know what? There you go. Well, at least all my guys have auto reflect that I still kind of have at this point. Oh, here we go. Somebody's going to get it. And I think that was Dagger right there. Well, actually, are we okay now? Looks like we're alright. I don't think we did. I didn't really see any type of vaccine there. Looks like it didn't really affect us all the way through. Well, here comes out another one. And I want to say this should be the last time that we're going to go and do this. And then we'll get ourselves with a nice good win from all here. Now, with having 3 of these guys, look how much EXP that we're going to get after once we're done with this here. Look at all that. So, with all that 9,999 damage already out of the way and finished off with. And let's see the experience points right there. We got 42,000, wow, 673 of the experience points. I think everybody got except for Armorant. But look how much that we're going to have to go in and try to get ourselves all leveled up here. That's pretty nice. Prox is now all the way up to level 59. Dagger's also all the way up to level 59. And not only that, but these guys do like to drop a lot of Ethers and Phoenix Downs. And I think also a little bit of some high potions too. So if you ever want to get yourself with a lot of Ethers and whatnot, these Yans are perfect for your job right there. But with all that being said in mind, I am now done here with our episode for today. In the next one, we are making our way over to the Eiffel Tree, and I'll be seeing you then.